Welcome to day 137 of my project of meeting a new person every day for an entire year. So, I don't know, a week or 2 weeks ago, I made a note about how it's much easier to meet people during the daytime, and that you should totally do this because at nighttime people are generally freaked out when you approach them. And this is very true. However, my life seems to be a bit busy these days, and I continuously keep finding myself meeting people at the end of the day, like in the evening or at nighttime. Tonight it's 11:30 on a Saturday night, and I still had to meet my person for this challenge today. But I'm here to tell you, it's possible. It's possible, but it takes a little bit more effort. So I walked past 4 people here in Sunnyside on the street. So I try not to meet people in bars and cafes. So I walked past these 4 people on the sidewalk. Man walks past 4 people on the sidewalk, thinks to himself, I should talk to these people, but keeps on walking. Because despite the fact I've been doing this for so long, I still felt a little, what am I gonna say, you know? So I kept walking. But intuition said to me, no, get back there, talk to them, otherwise you're gonna have to go to a bar and buy a beer, and you don't really wanna have a beer tonight, like just go talk to those people. So I turn around and I go to follow them, but they're walking away. So I thought like, okay, no, I don't want to bother them. Intuition spoke up again and said, come on, Tony, go track them down. So I sort of hoofed it, pulled them around the corner, and I interrupted them by saying, excuse me, I'm sorry to trouble you guys, I just have a quick question for you if you've got a minute. And they stopped. There were 3 of them. And I said, if you had a message to share with the world, what would that be? And this caught them all by surprise, as you would expect it would. So I softened it a bit by saying, I'm just going out of my way to meet people these days and to have some conversations, and yeah, just genuinely, like, what would you say if you had that opportunity? And so they relaxed a bit, and this is who I met, and this is what I heard. I met James, Joss, William, and Jean. That's right. And Jean and William shared a couple things with me. William shared a quote that said, you know, it's nice to feel important, but it's, of course, much more important to be nice, which I thought was awesome. And Jean shared a heartfelt story about how a friend of hers has recently lost her stepfather to an avalanche. And this friend of hers put out a note on Facebook saying, hey everybody, this friend of hers put a note. And this friend of hers put a note out on Facebook saying to her friends, hey people, I want you to acknowledge that life is very fragile and be grateful for every moment, because you never know when this gift of life could be swept away. And I thought that was a pretty deep thing for her to share with me upon our first interaction. I was really grateful for the time that we shared together. We got into a little bit of a chat about what this thing is that I'm doing, and they asked as well about some of the messages that some of the other people have shared, which I shared with them. And I didn't want to hijack their night, so I was like, yeah, cool, thanks so much, let you go. So the message for today, of course, is, the message for today is still, don't try and do this at nighttime, folks, because it's tough to do it at nighttime, but you can still do it. I won't ramble too much further, except to say, this is Tony Esteves, heading out now on day 137 of Talk to More People. We will see you again very soon. Except I won't see you because I'm talking to a camera right now, so you'll see me. And then maybe if we meet in person, then I will see you. So we'll cross that bridge when the day comes, you know? I'm always here. I mean, until I'm not, right? Now, enough of that. Let's go.